Welcome to Old Folks Racing PC. Yes, you heard it correctly. This is the first commentary in a while for the PC group. And today we are at the Porsche 911, the 1974 classic version that is going to be run at the amazing Zelfec circuit. It is Spielberg in the game, but of course it's the circuit where Formula One used to be held until 1987, the very fast Austrian circuit. There it is. It is the 1974 version that does not even have the first chicane. And today we are going to be racing 12 laps of this race, and away they go, and it is Brian Stewart and Mark Elder on the first road and have a very good getaway. But look at Billy Bob already side by side into the first corner, and now we are seeing the pit lane for no reason. As we see these Porsches, all of them are side by side there into the first corner, but it is Brian Stewart that holds the lead, and it's side by side between Billy Bob and Mark Elder. What a start this has been to this race, and now they are in the Styrian fields with a lot of grass there to catch the not aware driver. This is some good racing here between these yellow Porsches. That is at the back of the field. That is Kev Allen. That is just behind Simon Allen. And Simon Allen is into the grass, and someone else into the grass because it was hit by Kev Allen. That was someone that I couldn't not identify. And we seem to be swapping a lot between the drivers. This is Billy Bob again now on the inside of the Bosch curve. Ooh, this is going to be dicey, and there's contact between Mark Elder and Billy Bob, but they both survive to fight another day, and we are still on the first lap there looking at Brian Stewart, who is trying to run away, and Mark Elder holds the inside line. This is Darren Head behind Wayne Lewis, that is in fourth place, and look at that, this is very close racing indeed in these beautiful Austrian grass fields. Look at this now, that's Wayne Lewis, someone has basically turned right when they should have turned left, and that was Billy Bob, because I can see him dropping down the leaderboard, and that's not good news. That's going to have to be a recovery race for Billy Bob. We are here in a Benelux battle between in the fifth spot, that's Jürgen Smets, and in sixth, that's Fred Bakker. And look at that, there is some side-by-side racing. Here is Darren Head on the inside now of Wayne Lewis, and Darren Head is going to be ahead of Wayne Lewis, yes, into the first corner. That was a good move by Darren there in that red 1970 Porsche 911, but Wayne is having none of it, and he's coming back now and drafting in this very fast section. And now Darren Head goes to the inside and defends, but can he do it? No, he's sliding away from the racing line, but Wayne is coming back at him, but not quite yet there, as we see this absolutely beautiful battle going on for third place. And Brian Stewart, oh no, this is the battle for fourth place, I apologize. That is the battle for fourth place between Fred Bakker and well, at least I got Wayne Lewis right, and Darren Head is ahead of these two, or is he? I don't seem to be understanding what's going on here, and this suddenly... No, I think that was right. That was Darren Head and Wayne Lewis. That's a battle for third spot, because I can see... Well, what can I see? I cannot see anything. I can see Brian Stewart there. He's leading. Yes, this is a battle for second place. It is Darren Head and Mark Elder. Fourth place is Wayne Lewis. And look at that. That's the Benelux duo now making an appearance in this leading pack. And we are still on the second lap. Look at this. This is really some proper track cutting here in this corner, and that's the fastest way to go around this particular corner. This is now Fred Bakker, who is trying to get closer to Wayne Lewis, and this is Wayne now losing a bit of touch with that trio that's leading this race. We are on lap 3 now, so still quite a lot of the race to be still to happen. We can see Billy Bob is in 15th place. which is, I think, last. No, he's not. He's in 14th now because he's just past Pai. Interesting race here with Darren Head and Mark Elder, and there's going to be some attention between. Well, oh, look at that! Darren Head on the inside, and he's going to go run side by side. But I was saying, of course, Brian Stewart is very interested, and he's paying a lot of attention to this battle, because the more these two drivers battle, the more he can open up a gap. And look at this, they're basically running side by side for a few corners now. Darren Head on the inside of the Bosch corner, and he's ahead, but now just slides a little bit away from the racing line, but now he's coming back at it. But beautiful defending there from Darren Head to remain ahead of Mark Elder, and this is a beautiful battle here for second place. Mark Elder is going to try to come back at him now in this last twisty corner. He's the Benelux duo that is in the 5th and 6th. They are following Wayne Lewis, that seems to me is not at the right pace. It seems to me that the Benelux duo could go ahead. Look at this, a bit of cutting here, but now this is Jürgen Smets now, but he managed to just touch the grass at the corner exit, and in 7th place it is Diogo Silva that he is there, the Portuguese driver that is not far behind from this Benelux duo. In fact, he's very close in, and he's going for it now. At the beginning of the 4th lap, he's completely trying to draft from Jürgen Smets, and this is now the first corner, and Diogo gets out of it and has to wait for another opportunity. We are on lap 4. This corner is absolutely flat out, and look at the top 7. They are basically very close to one another, 4 seconds, and then a big gap there to Roger Seidel, who is in 8th place, and then Kev Allen and Simon Allen in 9th and 10th. But absolutely beautiful battle here with the 4 drivers. Now Wayne Lewis is losing touch with the top 3. Look at this, this is Diogo Silva now on the outside before the Bosch curve. This is not your usual overtaking spot, and they're running side by side through the straight, and I suspect they're going to run side by side through the corner, but Jürgen is going to maintain his 6th place. And look at this now, this Darren Head again with Mark Elder, and this time Mark is going to go ahead of Darren into the Bosch curve, but Darren trying to hold the line so that they can go side by side into the next corner. He's got the inside line and he gets it, but now he overcooks it. Oh, and contact between these two drivers, and look at this Darren Head sliding all over the place, Darren Head, but maintains the 2nd spot. And Brian Stewart must be absolutely loving this battle, because he's now a couple of seconds ahead. This is Roger Seidel and he's in the grass, and it's very difficult to control this car in the grass. This is Kev Allen that is coming back. Roger is, and Simon Allen is going to hit him, yes! Oh, absolutely, 10 points for that hit, Simon Allen. Look at that, even the boot went off in Roger Seidel's car. This is what an advanced team we have with Automobilista 2. This is absolute realism beyond belief, and we are again with favorite BFFs, that's Mark Elder and Darren Head, and they're battling so hard. And here comes Wayne Lewis now. Wayne was behind, but now he's not behind, he's behind, but he's, and contact there between, and that's a big carnage. Big carnage there between, what's happening here? And Diogo Silva is in it, everyone. Diogo Silva is in it, Jürgen Smets is in it, Wayne Lewis is in it, and Fred Backer, I think he's in it as well. So we have had a major incident here. Look at that, almost contact there between Kev Allen and Wayne Lewis. So pretty much the drivers that were in 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th, they have been involved in a major incident right now on lap 5, and we are going to try to follow exactly where these drivers have ended up. Well, you have Diogo Silva is in 11th, so he has lost a lot of time. Wayne Lewis is in 7th, and somehow The Benelux duo have maintained their spots. They have lost some time, but not track position. So that has been a major turnaround in this race. As we are now still on lap 5, and we are watching Roger Seidel, who is in 13th spot. So he also got involved in this, I think. And Roger was running, well, he was running much ahead of other drivers. Now he is behind Diogo Silva. Look at this. This is also Diogo Silva now on the outside of Jorge Luna, and this is not your usual overtaking spot. Diogo Silva is off the track now. He's off the track, and he, and contact there with Roger Seidel, and Diogo Silva is absolutely upside down. Disaster. Is this the replay? I think this is the replay. And Diogo was trying to get into the racing line, and Roger was coming through, and someone else actually lost a lot of time there. Oh dear, this is very good old carnage. Look at this. This is Wooly Pie just avoiding stationary Porsches and getting a few positions. He's now running 12th. Roger Seidel is up to 11. Look at this. This is BFFs again. Mark Elder with a bit of a bump and run there is now back into second place. Brian Stewart continues to lead and is 2.7 seconds ahead. This is now Jorge Luna and no, this is Simon Allen and David Good. I'm sorry, I'm new to this commentary with AMS2. David is spinning on his own and he's going to lose a lot of position, or is he? Because here comes Jorge Luna and he's trying to get ahead of David, but will he manage to do so? They are running almost side by side, and of course David lost a lot of momentum there by that through that half spin, and is now trying to recover, at least not lose another position. What a race this has been. Lap 6, we are still in the middle of it, so a lot still to come in this race. Absolutely beautiful as they now go through the Jochenrind corner. That is the last corner of this track. Oh no, that was a Porsche curve. I apologize. These corners look more or less the same. This is the Jochenrind corner, and that is Brian Stewart that he has led since the opening lap. He also qualified on pole position. He is absolutely dominating and he's heading for victory because he's got 2.9 seconds advantage over Mark Elder and Darren Head, and that's a bit of a stroll in the forest for Brian. Look at this, he's opened a very comfortable gap indeed. Mark Elder now up to second, Darren Head in third. Of course, the carnage that we have seen a couple of laps ago means that Fred Bakker is in fourth, but he's 10 seconds behind the leader. Fifth is now Wayne Lewis, and Kev Allen and Simon Allen are up to sixth and seventh. So interesting recovery from the Allen brotherhood in this race, because David Good it's Fred Bakker, so Jürgen Spence in 8th, David Good in 9th, Jorge Luna in 10th, and Roger Seidel and Willie Pye follow in 11th and 12th. Diogo Silva is in 13th, so he has lost a lot of time with that incident trying to overtake Jorge Luna. And Billy Bob is still in last. He is actually pitted, so Billy Bob is actually out of this race, we can announce. Otherwise he would probably have recovered a few places by now. Now this is lap 7 and the gap at the front is now up to 2.8 now, 2.5. So actually Brian is losing a little bit of time, but nothing to worry about, I would say. This is Roger Seidel in 11th, and Jorge Luna and David Good are ahead of them. We are now seeing, I believe this is, this is still Roger. Oh, someone is in the grass there, or almost in the grass. That was, I believe, David Good. Jorge Luna is right and David is all over the place, and so is Jorge, and everyone seems to be running off the grass. This is Diogo Silva. Oh, and now they're going. Oh dear. They just connected and decided to go for a picnic in the Austrian grasslands, and that is Diogo Silva gaining 3 positions in one corner, basically because Roger Seidel, David Good and Jorge Luna got together, and this is one of the problems in this combo. It's that the track is a little bit tighter. Now this is the battle for second place again, and Darren Head is ahead. Darren Head is going ahead of Mark Elder. These two have been battling since the green flag, and I suspect they are going to be battling until the checkered flag. 3.3 is the gap between Brian Stewart, the leader, and second place man, that is now Darren Head. This is David Good and Jorge Luna. They are no longer connected in the Austrian grasslands. They are back in the track and they are battling with one another. And of course, in Old Folks Racing PC, you see battles throughout the field. We were watching the battle for second place. This is the battle for 11th place and is as hard as the battle for second. Now here comes on the inside. Oh, and David was a little bit late there on the braking, and Jorge had none of it and shut the door on the British driver, and they remain 11th and 11th and 12th, and now we're following again Mark Elder. Ooh, running wide there in the grass, lap 8 out of 12. This is Kev Allen. Kev Allen is not in the right racing line. No, this is not the right racing line. And here comes Simon Allen, and look at this, Kev Allen is now, and he's going to, absolutely brilliant stuff there with the Allens connecting with one another. And Simon Allen is the second time that basically just goes through, and this is from Diogo Silva's perspective, and beautiful there for Diogo Silva again, gaining one position, and he might get another one here. That is Simon Allen. He's going to go on the inside now. I think it's a more sensible decision from him than the outside, and he's going on the inside into the Jochenrind curve, and he's ahead of Simon Allen, but Simon Allen is actually coming back at him on the outside. Simon Allen is going to come back on the outside. He's too much on the outside. He's on the outside. He's in the grass. He's in the barrier. He's in pit lane. Simon Allen has been dragged into pit lane, and that's a disaster for the Yorkshire driver, that he now will have to do a pit stop and is going to lose even more track position. Look at this is Darren Head absolutely sideways there in the Jochenrind. No, this is not, this is the Bosch curve. I'm sorry, I keep mixing the two. This is the Bosch curve, and they are still together, Mark Elder and Darren Head, with Brian Stewart ahead of both. We still have 3 laps to go at the end of this one, so this race is definitely not over, but the gap at the front continues to be stable. Now at 2.5, 2.7. It depends on the corner. Now, who are we seeing here? That's Roger Seidel, of course, with a few moving parts in his Porsche 911, and he's actually going to go around Matt Coward, or is this David Good? I'm not certain. I think this is Matt Coward. This is now the battle for 12th place, and there you go. Roger Seidel is ahead, and that was a good move there. Is now up into 12th spot. Simon Allen has rejoined in 14th, but that's actually last place on the track because Billy Bob is stopped in the pit lane. These two continue to battle now. Lap 10 out of 12. We are in the closing stages, and it seems to me that this battle is going to continue until the checkered flag. And now Mark Elder, will he then do a bit of a bump and run here? He seems to have a bit more speed, and yes, he's now going at the exit of the corner, and he's side by side with Darren, and importantly, he will have the inside into the next corner. And I think Mark Elder in that number 44 Porsche has got the job done, but they're absolutely running side by side throughout the track. Let's see in the Bosch curve who is going to be the last of the late breakers, and it is Darren Head that does it. Darren Head, beautiful defending there, and continues to be ahead of Mark Elder. The difference is actually now 3.5 seconds, so Brian Stewart is just a couple of laps from a win. This is now the battle between Simon Allen and Matt Coward, and Simon Allen is of course in the recovery race after that incident where he basically lost control of his 911 and ended up in the pit lane. Can he now recover a position? It seems to me that he can, although he's in the grass, and the grass is not the optimal pathway for this particular car in this particular circuit, and Simon Allen remains in 13th now, because Roger Seidel has had a problem. We haven't seen what happened with him, but he's down to 14th spot. But now let's focus on the battle for second place, because this is this is not the start of the last lap. This is basically the start of the penultimate lap. But Darren Head is sensing that something is going to happen, and he's trying to cover now the inside into the first corner. But Mark Elder, I think he's going to have a bit of drafting ability now through the first corner. No, Darren Head actually makes a very good exit there, and I think he's protected the position at least until the next corner. But now here comes a heavy braking point, and Mark Elder is going to approach this corner. No space whatsoever to make a move in this particular lap. But now the exit of this corner is absolutely critical, because we then have the run to the Bosch curve, and of course that is an overtaking spot in this Zeltweg circuit. What a race this has been, but Brian Stewart is one lap away from the victory, with the battle for second continuing into the last lap. We haven't talked a lot about the rest of the field. We have Fred Becker in 4th, Wayne Lewis in 5th, Jürgen Smets in 6th, and Diogo Silva is up to 7th with all that carnage ahead of him. And that's basically where they were before that carnage. Brian Stewart is making a mistake. Brian Stewart, can he control the car? No! Brian Stewart, the leader since the start, has lost it before the last lap. And what a disaster this is. Where is he? He's in 3rd spot now. He's in 3rd spot, and the battle for second place all of a sudden is now the battle for victory, and still one lap to go in this race. And Darren Head is ahead of Mark Elder. Brian Stewart down to 3rd, and he seems to have enough of a gap then. Is this the last lap of the race? It's not 12 laps, it is 11 laps. I'm sorry, I kept saying it's 12 laps, but no, Darren Head wins it. What a race. Brian Stewart lost it in the last few corners, but still remains in 3rd. Fred Becker in 4th, Wayne Lewis in 5th, Jürgen Smets is going to be 6th, Diogo Silva is going to be 7th, Willie Pye is going to be 8th, Jorge Luna is going to be 9th, and David Good is in 10th. What a race for the Allens. They finish 11th and 12th with 14 finishers in this race. This was the second race of round 4. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure that you all subscribe to my Patreon channel for me to do all the commentary for the PC races. It's just £3.99 per round. That's basically the price of a coffee, or an expensive coffee, or a cheap pint, whichever you prefer. And I'll be sending the link to everyone so that I can start collecting the money and doing the commentary every week. Until then, it's bye bye and see you soon.